Hello, people. Another beautiful day or night. Yeah. Hope your five senses work, health, and strength is good. What time is it? 10:43 at night. But you know me, I stay on the grind. So anyway, what are we talking about here? For all you Ubuntu, for all you Linux users, we got a new update for you. Manjaro 21.3 release is now available to download. Okay. So yeah, keep you guys up to date on your Linux. Listen to this. It's still loading. Oh, here we go. It says here, Manjaro 21.3 Ruah is now available to download. A new version of Manjaro Linux distribution is now available to download. Manjaro 21.30 Ruah is the third update to Manjaro 21X series and contain a wealth of improvements across the three distinct editions, each based around a different open source desktop environment. It says here, although Manjaro Linux is a rolling release distro, it periodically issues snapshot image hops on points, as I tend to think of them to make it easier for newcomers to start using it. You know, newcomers like me, but I'm a Ubuntu user, so I'm used to it. But anyway, it says here, in this point I share what new and notable in the latest milestone. Share the download link and remind those already running the distro on how to upgrade to the latest version. And it says here, Manjaro 21.30 is still based on Linux kernel 5.15 LTS by default, and both 5.4 LTS and 5.10 LTS kernels are available for those who need, prefer, and or want them. Calamir's 3.2 is on hand for installation. This picks up support for managing Lux partition within the partition module. It says here, while the user module now warns you against using user names and host names that could mess up the install. Handy. It says here, Manjaro Genome Edition ships with the latest Genome 42 release. Among the many other features of Genome 42 are a SWAT of GTK4 Libad WADA ports, a new dark mode preference, an interactive screenshot tool, and a switch to RDP and VNC as default. Handlers of remote desktop connections. It says Genome 42 includes a valuable set of performance improvement as the Genome community continues its work to enhance system speed and resource usage. It says here, Manjaro project lead Phil Mueller, not Phil Spencer, add in the official release announcement. And it says here, Manjaro X FCE edition. All of the screenshots in the post of this version ships with the latest XFCE 4.16 release. This includes fractional scaling support, accessible via the display dialog setting manager improvement, more file transfer / copy control in the tuner file manager, and a slew of window manager tweaks. And it says here, finally, Manjaro KDE edition ships with KDE Plasma 5.24 LTS rather than the recent KDE Plasma 5.25 release, Changes here includes better management of desktop panel, a overview effect, info hints available in the K Runner tool, and last but not least, says here, head over to the official Manjaro website to download Manjaro 21.30 Genome KDE Plasma and XFCE version are available to download, each in full or minimal variants. Once download, write the ISO file to a USB drive, boot from it, and then install. A quick recap of Manjaro system requirements: 64-bit Intel Atom CPU or better, 2 gigs of RAM or more, 30 gig disk space or more. And it says here, if you already use Manjaro and are fully up to date, have Manjaro 21.30 Ego, you do not need to download or reinstall anything. Just pop open a terminal and run sudo pacman -syu to check/update/etc. And there you have it. So Linux is just moving right along, man. The new updates keep coming, you know. You're a Linux, and if you've been a Linux user, you know how the updates come in, you know. And you know, it's all about improving infrastructure and stabilities and making workflow more efficient. So you know, a new update is a good thing, you know. And sometimes when you're using, you know, Linux, you know, depending on which Linux, whatever Linux you're using, it's always good to have, like, say, 2 desktops or 2 laptops, one with the latest version and one with the last version, and then you can see the difference, you know? And that way you're in tune to what's going on as far as Linux, you know, operating systems are concerned. You know? And there's so many of them, you know. So and each one of them, they serve their purpose. You know, so, you know, and they're fun to use too, user friendly. You know, even Microsoft had to take the bait. Trying to create using Linux. You know, just a couple days ago they donated 10,000, you know, to genome projects. Yeah. You know, Linux is pretty good to use, man. You know, it's fun to use, easy to use. You know, it's got to have an open mind, you know, and tinker and mess around with it. But you'll get the hang of it, you know, and then go on from there. But as far as Manjaro goes, the updates doesn't stop here. There will be another update coming in the months to come, so I will keep you posted on that. But other than that, need this video for y'all to enjoy with the article plus the links. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing, or Dark Side. Come on. Peace.